Hello everybody, Bobo Swaggins here, we're back with it, and today we are not doing a traditional episode. Today is patch day. Tyrone, yesterday, mentioned after I already made my normal video for today that the update for September with the quality of life changes and stuff was coming tonight. So I am recording this, the update has come out. Internal item descriptions, as it is dubbed, is now in the game. I had to go out of my way and beat Mom once to do it, so I've already played a little bit with the new update. There's a lot of changes. Some that don't even seem to be in the patch notes, but we're gonna hop into this with an Isaac run. This is our save file too, so this is Dead God. There's a lot. This is a very big update. So first and foremost, our menu's changed. Our pause menu's changed now. Instead, we have a new button called My Stuff. My Stuff tells us what items we have, and it's basically your old item collection sheet. But now it tells you what the items do, and when we get another item, you'll see it. I'll be able to look at it and see what it does. We also have internal item descriptions now enabled. It's a little achievement you get. You just gotta beat normal mom, and then that's it. I already did it. We're gonna try and see as much as we can today, but I'm gonna talk about as much as I can about this patch because there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. But I think some of the notable ones is, first and foremost, golden trinkets have been massively buffed, and a lot of trinkets have been changed. So, I guess starting into this, golden trinkets. There is now an effect for every single trinket in the game when it's golden. Before, a lot of trinkets didn't have golden effects. So, there was a lot of, trinkets you would pick up, and it's like, oh, this is a golden trinket, and it didn't do anything. Now, every single one of them has an effect. And on top of that, Mom's Box now stacks with golden trinkets. So, we're going to roll this. And there's our internal item description. So basically, if you haven't touched the item yet, it's not in your item sheet, this will not tell you what it does. For internal item descriptions to tell you what the item does, you have to touch it once. So we have already touched every item in the game, but otherwise it would just have question marks and would not tell you what this is. But for us, we're getting a good example of what this is. This is my first impressions. It's the first time I've seen it. Angry Fly, obviously. It shows us the transformation progress. Speaking of transformations, there is a new one added in this update called Necromancer. I don't know how we get it yet. We might find out. Let's see. Fly familiar that orbits at a random enemy, dealing contact damage to other enemies. Orbits Isaac only when no enemies are present. It tells us what item pools it comes from. Treasure pool. What is that middle one? An ultra super secret, which makes sense. What is the middle one? Key bums. That's who it is. That's a key bum. And it switches what side it's on is based on which side we look at it from. Interesting. I like that. We'll have to see this with more items in the room and see how it interacts and shows us which one it's going to show us. I don't know. It does not show us the exact damage Angry Fly is going to do, which is interesting. But I suppose you don't... Is his sprite different or is it just me? I noticed there's some new sounds. I don't think these were in the patch notes. I might have missed it because the patch notes are big. I noticed there's some new sounds for enemies. I also noticed there's some very subtle quality of life things, like how the HP bar is now smoother. It's just a small thing I noticed. I was playing as Azazel to rush through to kill Mom, and I noticed when I was doing damage with Brimstone, it wasn't chunky with how the health bar was moving. It was smooth. It was like 60 FPS. Ooh, Birthright. That's interesting. So we're gonna bomb this, and we're gonna check out Birthright here, obviously. I love Birthright because that gives us more items to pick from because we want to see as much as we can. We're going to try and get Mom's Box in this run because Mom's Box is kind of goated. I would love to, hold on to D6 as well, so maybe School Bag. We'll see. We're going to try and see as much as we can in this run. This is a big update. So I will kind of go down the list here and talk about items. I'm not going to talk about every minute detail because there's a lot, but I will talk about as much as I can. So the item changes, there's been a couple changes to items. Plan C now has a longer duration before it kills you, meaning you can now kill Delirium and Mother with Plan C and get the progress for killing them. So no more of, using Plan C on Mother and you die and then you don't get the progress. That's fixed. That's changed. That makes Plan C a lot better now because you can use it on the really tough bosses in the game. Mega Blast is now receives 6 charges instead of 3 when picking up a battery, and I guess that's just a change. It just now charges with 6 charges when you pick up a battery and other things instead of giving you only 3 charges. I don't know. It's a buff, I guess. Whatever. Car Battery has now added interactions with Jello, Book of Belial, Red Candle, And sorry, I know you can see I'm looking at the. I have to look at the patch notes. The candle, Doctor's remote, telekinesis, and mega blast. So that means they all now have a double effect from car battery using it, which I don't know what the effect is gonna be, but it'll be interesting. Sorry, I didn't look at pentagram, but it's a damage up. It's a 1 damage up, 15% tier deal. Did it say deal? I don't know. Actually, we can check. What's it say? Leviathan, 1 out of 3 plus. Oh, it does tell us the exact damage here. And I think that's the exact damage with the multiplication value, I think, because look at how it's like green. And increases, it doesn't tell us the deal chance it increases from, but it does tell us it comes from, obviously, Boss Room, Devil Deal, Demon Beggars, Curse Room, Crane Games, and Ultra Super Secret Room. Makes sense. Cool, I like that. That's really interesting. Can I get 1 singular penny, by the way? It would be very goated with the sauce. I would love that. Then moving down the list now, Thin Odd Mushroom has received a massive buff. So, Thin Odd Mushroom, we all know how it worked before. It gave you a small damage multiplier down, and it would give you a big static tears up. It now breaks the tier cap. So, when it gives you that tier rate, it's giving you a fire rate up instead of a tier rate up, as far as I'm reading it, because it says can now break the soft tiers cap. So, hey, that's a pretty big buff. That gives you a lot more reason to pick it up. Interestingly, internal item descriptions does not tell you sacrifice room. That's interesting, because external item descriptions does. That's interesting. I don't know. Again, I think we all kind of expected this, that obviously internal item descriptions wasn't going to tell us everything. It was just going to tell us most of what happens. I don't know. Because it clearly doesn't, you know, show everything. I feel like Secret Room's here. Is this like, am I being trolled a little bit? I feel like I'm being trolled. Because I don't think it's under. Right? I only have 1 bomb. I gotta be careful here. Going down the list, Seraphim now contributes to the Seraphim transformation, which makes sense, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I can understand that. Oh, wait. Listen to that. That's a new sound. That is a new sound. I told you there's new sounds. I'm not crazy. We're gonna grab Birthright. So the crossface now makes a sound. Cool. Weird. Kind of sounds like the chest sound effect in Minecraft. Okay, that's cool. I'm getting first impression. I didn't read it again, but good thing we can read it. Sorry, I'm bad at this. Passive item with a unique specialized effect for each character. Did it tell us what it was going to do for this character, though? Oh, it does, actually. Hold on. New pedestal items. Sorry, I gotta read before I say things. New pedestal items cycle between 2 different items, allowing 1 to be chosen. Makes sense. Cool. That is exactly how I would have, you know, kind of expected to work. All right, I will try to read the item descriptions before I pick up the item. Sorry, I'm playing it like normal. Moving down the list, Too Spooky. In addition to its existing effects, it now adds a 0.5 tears up and a 0.2 shot speed. A little bit of a buff for Too Spooky, giving you a bit more reason to pick it up. And I'm assuming it didn't tell us which. So there's a new mechanic for Devil Deals. Now Devil Deals have a sacrifice mechanic where instead of having to sacrifice your HP, you can instead do damage to yourself, like a sacrifice room spike. First hit, 50% chance gives you the item. Second hit, 100% chance to get the item. So you might have to sacrifice up to 2 full hearts or 2 half hearts if you have wafer or something to get an item, but I would assume Too Spooky is one of those items. I know Bloody Gust is because I saw it in my last run. So there's definitely a lot of items that probably now work off the sacrifice mechanic, giving you a pretty good reason to pick it up, because obviously losing red hearts is a lot less, you know, impactful when you can get them back and, you know, just refill them like it's normal damage. I think that's a pretty good buff. Black powder now grants larger explosions, and fireplaces will explode when extinguished, which I don't really know what that fully means, but it sounds cool. It makes it sound like it's probably better. I will try not to die here as well. I'm trying to read, but I'm also trying to not die. We're a little low on the HP. So, next up is Blood Rights. In addition to its existing effects, each goose now grants a tiers upgrade for the current room, which is, I don't know if that warrants using Blood Rights still, but it's there. At least it probably, that one definitely is a sacrifice room spike, you know what I mean? That's not going to be an HP still, you know it isn't. Cool though, you know, it's a buff. I don't know if it's gonna warrant me using Blood Rights still, but hey, it's there. It's better we have it than not have it. So, final item, this is the only other item change. A lot of the other changes here are trinkets, and trinkets there's a lot. The only other item that got changed here is Pageant Boy. It now spawns a penny trinket, like a coin trinket, like Swallowed Penny, Rotten Penny, yada yada, when you pick it up on top of the money. So giving you kind of more value, bang for your buck when you get it. Not bad. I think Pageant Boy is fine to get from a boss room anyways. So getting a penny trinket on top of that, especially first 4, could be very clutch. So moving down the list here, we now have the trinket section. And the trinket section is absolutely filled with trinkets. Basically, this is, you may as well call it the trinket update. Like if this were a Minecraft update, this would be like 1.86 trinket, the trinket update. That's what this is. So Super Ball, that's our first item on the list. I don't know. Listen, I skimmed through a lot of these. There's a lot of miscellaneous changes too. It's not just trinkets that greatly impact the game. So Super Ball, bouncing tears now scale with luck, which okay, makes sense. That's one, you know, that's logical. So what's these? 0.41. So that's definitely scaling with the damage that I actually get. Interesting. That's the true damage I'll get from it. That's actually better than external item descriptions, but I think you can change that in the settings for external item descriptions. Chance to fire concussive tears and chance increases with luck. Does not tell you the luck at 50% like external item descriptions, but that's okay. 0.40 minus speed, plus health. Eyes can break most obstacles by walking over them. I think I'm going to grab that because Thunder Thighs does sound kind of good right now. I don't know. May as well. It's HP. I kind of need it. What do we got in here? We got Sharp Plug and we got Plan C. So here's the new change to Plan C. When we pause, we can get it. Plan C is consumed to deal massive damage. It doesn't say anything about it. It's still the same item, but it is more valuable now because it works on Mother and Delirium. Cool. Hive Mind tells us what transformations we get. Flying spiders do increased damage. Blue spies, you know, double damage. Okay, cool. Immunity to 4 curses, immunity to negative effects from certain items, increases chance of encountering devil or angel rooms. I wish it told you the percentage, but that's okay. Maybe you don't need spoon-fed everything. What's the Sharp Plug one say? Using an uncharged item will exchange a half heart for each missing charge. Uses red hearts first. Makes sense, yeah, that's accurate. I'm just, you know, reading over it to see, like, it's just telling you everything you need to know about the item. I would say these are all very accurate so far. We may as well break rocks, too, while we're here. I'm sorry if the music's a little loud. Does it sound loud? It sounds a little loud. I'm going to turn it down by 1. It sounds a little loud. Maybe they changed something with the settings, too. I have no idea. So next up is Bob's Ladder. Now contributes to the Bob transformation. So it's a little bit of a buff, but it works. So I like that. It's cool. It's pretty strong as is, kind of as a trinket situationally. It's strong, but now it gives you another reason to pick it up. But whoa, Larry, what's that noise? Whoa, Larry. Whoa, Larry's got a new noise. Hello, Larry. That is an interesting sound you're making with your mouth hole. Okay, let's check the devil deals, even though there's nothing really changed with the angels, I think. So there is, but it's nothing relevant. We're going to go in here, and do we see it? No sack. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if we re-roll, we get a sack, and let's see if it just spawns in the sack room spike. Roll, and there it is. So both of these, this is interesting with, especially with Isaac's birthright. You can see it's deleting the sack, and then it comes back up because these are both sack room like items now. Or I just get sack spikes, sacrifice. I don't know what I'm going to dub this yet. But Bloody Gust is a sack, and Bloody Lust is a stack, which is kind of a mouthful. Cool. I like that. So basically, instead of, you know, sacrificing a heart here or 2 hearts or whatever for the item, we just hit ourselves on the spike, and it will now give us that item. 50% chance on the first hit, 100% chance on the second hit. But we're going to actually try this here because it sounds interesting. Do we go Bloody Lust or Bloody Gust? These are actually 2 parallel items, essentially. It's very weird. One gives us tear rate, one gives us fire rate. I'm going to go with the damage. Or I said tear rate or fire rate. Tear or damage. That's what I mean. Sorry, I'm excited. This is a cool update. We hit it, and we got it on the first 50%. It gives us for the both. Okay, that's good to know. I'm learning as we do this, too. I'm going to take Bloody Lust. It just sounds better, I guess. And we're going to take Incubus, because it's Incubus. I mean, obviously, that's very good. I didn't read these. Sorry, let me look. So, Toothpicks. Yeah, that's definitely telling us the real, like, stat we're getting from it, which I like better than external. Grants a stacking damage, maximum 6 stacks, cool. Doesn't tell us the stack we get, but you would be able to figure that out very easily, that it's 0.5. Whatever, conjoined. Falling familiar that fires tears that scales with Isaac's damage. It should really just say that it copies everything from Isaac. It does with the tier enhancing effects, but it literally copies everything from Isaac. It's just you, but like in familiar form. Cool, I like it. This is awesome. This is such a cool update. So next up on the list, we got Missing Poster. It got a buff. It's weird, I know. Now has a 33% chance to reveal the super secret room when entering a new chapter. So only when you enter a new chapter is how I'm taking it. So we just entered Catacombs. That's chapter 2. So only on the first floors of the segments of the 2 floors, that's the one you get a 33% chance to find the super secret room. I don't know how I feel about that. It's a little weird. It's such a niche buff, but I guess better to have it than not have it. You know what I mean? It's interesting. I don't know. It's not a bad thing. It's weird to me. It feels like such a, why? Why does it exist? I don't know, but it does. It's better now, technically. I guess you could get value out of it. Next up, we got used diapers. Total chance raised to 33% chance. So I think instead of 15% chance of, charming all the flies in the room, it's now a 33% chance. And spawns a blue fly when entering a new combat room. So it's kind of almost like, the active item, the poop, like Blue Baby has. So now that we use that pill, it should tell us it's a range down next time we see it, like external item. We'll see. I'm interested to see if that does tell me it's a range down next time I see it. That sounds like used diaper is now just the poop, but better because it has a 33% chance to charm all the flies in the room. It's cool. I like it. Kill these guys first. These guys can easily hit me. And this is going to be a mouthful, guys. I'm going to go as long as we need to go until I talk about the entire thing. Rosary Bead. In addition to its increased chance of the Bible appearing, when a devil deal is earned, holding this trinket will force the deal to be an angel deal. I didn't even read that. Oh, wait a minute. That's insane. So it's a Eucharist? When a devil deal is earned, holding this trinket will force the deal to be it's a Eucharist so long as you're holding it. Oh, that's a massive buff. That is an absolutely massive buff to freaking Rosary. Holy crap. I'm going to be interested to see what all the golden effects are, too, because it does not list the golden effects here in the patch notes. And I know some of the golden effects are unique in the base game. These aren't just going to be double stats on all these. Some of these will have weird effects. I'm going to be very interested to see all the golden trinkets. I'm trying to find Mom's box or something so we can maximize our chance. I don't know. We'll see. I do know now when you use a horse pill, gulp pill, like a gulp horse pill, it forces you to swallow your current trinket and turns into a golden one. So that's a way we could get golden trinkets too. Let's pop in here. Blue map is interesting. I would maybe like to get that. We'll see. And what are these? Reveal secret rooms on the map, grabs and pick up a rock. Yeah. That looks all correct. I mean, this is pretty simple stuff. I think internal item descriptions looks good. Apparently you can turn off the opacity, the black background. I don't know where that's at, but listen, Edmunds said you can, so I'm going to believe his word. I didn't see it. It's somewhere probably. There's our first trinket. Familiar mini Isaac's move. Cool. I like it. It's RC remote. You know what I mean? It tells you what you need to know about it. I like that. Does this really work well with Incubus? It kind of does. It sort of does. It's not great, but it kind of works. Sure. Cool. I like this. This is awesome. Next up on the list, we got modeling clay, the little like cube thing that turns into different trinkets or different items. It will now correctly display the mimicked item trinket in the extra HUD when it's gulped. So before it wasn't actually displaying the right item it was just being whatever, I don't know, buggy. Now it's correct. Cool. It's not really a buff, just a fix for it. I don't know, it's modeling clay. It's an okay thing. It exists. it exists, certainly. No secret room there, okay. So next up, we got Louse. Now spawns a blue spider when completing a combat room. Cool, just a little bit of a buff to Louse. I think that's fine. I mean, there's no problems there. It's small buffs like that. It gives you a better bang for your buck when you got to hold on to that anyways. Razor and Undefined. So teleports Isaac to treasure room, secret room, super secret room, or error room. Cool. I'm glad it says everything because I was curious if it was going to say everything there. We got lead pencil, and then we got Book of the Dead. Spawns a bone orbital for each charmed bony or charmed bony for each enemy killed in the current room. Bone orbitals block enemy shots. Cool. It tells you everything you need to know. I like that. I think it's actually good. I think some people were a little worried about it because, yeah, I don't know. listen, you don't know what they're gonna do. Like, maybe they're gonna nerf it and make it not as, like, detailed. The only thing I'm seeing is sometimes they don't display the stats of everything, which, obviously, you know, whatever. It does. Do you need to know the exact damage Angry Fly's doing? Probably not. But maybe it should say it anyways. Capricorn or glaucoma? Obviously Capricorn. What's tells us everything? Okay, cool. That's exactly like external item descriptions. This is just 1 for 1. And glaucoma. Chance to fire concussive tears to confuse enemies. Cool. I like it. I like it. This is awesome. Yeah, it was definitely needed for the game, for new players especially. Next up on the list, we got Karma. So I read this one, and I thought this one is kind of insane. Karma got massively buffed. Hold on, let me just take a breather. Because this one's big. This one's big. So Karma, in addition to its existing effects, which you know before, donation machines, if you used it, it would give you luck and yada yada when you were donating money. So it was super good because it would give you a bunch of stats really easily if you had Karma and you had money to donate on that for. Now, in addition to its existing effects, holding it will reduce the chance of donation machines jamming. Donating to a beggar now has a chance to refund the penny, heal Isaac for 1 heart, or increase Isaac's heart, so giving you more bang for your buck, kind of like the donation machine. On top of that, blood machines and confessionals have a chance to heal Isaac for 1 heart, spawn a beggar, or increase Isaac's luck. And restock machines have a chance to increase Isaac's luck. So all these like random things that you can now have are actually like just spawning more things. I mean, spawning a beggar when you play the blood machine or confessional, getting HP back, getting a luck for everything. It makes Karma really useful to hold on to. That's very, very powerful. It gives it much more value. That is an insane buff for Karma because it was already pretty decent. Like, it's really, really good. I think we should take Magic 8 Ball. I want to see planetariums, if we can. Magician, I will take. Oh, let's see the card. Hold on. What's it say about Magician? This is actually important. For the current room, +3 range and homing shots. That's all you need to know. That's good. I like that. It's straight to the point. It's easy to read, too. Next up is Equality. So this is a little bit of a buff to Equality, even though it's already strong. Equality, when keys, bombs, and coins are now all equal, gives a +2 tier rate. Not a fire rate, it says, just a tier rate, so it's not going to break your tier cap or anything, I believe. It's just, it's cancer when all your stats are equal, you know what I mean? So, cool. It's basically like, if you're, you know, being aware, you basically have the cancer trinket at all times. I think that's cool. Works really well in greedier mode. Sure, I will try and open this if it will let me. I will come back to this when I have more keys. Next up, we got Lazy Worm. Now, it's a 0.5 damage on top of the shot speed down. So, basically, it just makes it gives you a better reason to pick up Lazy Worm. I don't know. It's a damage up. I see early on, I can definitely pick it up. For sure. And especially if you find Tech X, it's a damage up on top of the shot speed down now. AKA, it's a double damage up. Very cool. I like that. Whew, this is going to be a mouthful, guys. I mean, this is a big patch note. And I know you guys like I know the last time we had the Repentance Plus patch, you guys were like, oh, when are you going to talk about it, Bill? I talked about it on stream last time, and this is kind of how I did it. I just, like, went through it as we went. Mom's Toenail. I didn't read all of these, so this is a new one to me. Mom's Toenail. Dropping/swapping the trinket will now make Mom stomp on its dropped location. Wait, so you can drop this now and it's just going to keep stomping on that? Or is it going to stomp once? Either way, even if it just stomps once, you could throw it down and now you're not the target. It's just going to stomp on the trinket itself. That's cool. I like that. I like how a lot of these trinkets are, you know, you got to use your brain to, like, you know, actually use them. It's giving a lot more gameplay value. You know, you're interacting with it more instead of just passively holding the trinket. That's cool. I like that. Little Adrenaline, 0.30 damage up, increases Isaac's damage for each empty red heart. So this one tells you the damage you get. I don't think they're trying to hide it from you. Maybe it's just not complete. I don't know. And then we got Little Loki. It's a Little Loki. Do I need to tell you? Roll. Rocket in a jar. And Boo Baby's only friend. Rocket in a jar. Placing a bomb while holding an attack button will instead launch the bomb as a rocket in that direction. Cool. I mean, that's exactly how you use the item. It's accurate. I like it. 9 volt in here. I would like to grab 9 volt. That would be very, very cool. It's super useful when you have D6, you know? We might want to take another heart or hit of damage here so we can maybe get Boss Arena. Might be a play. Next up, we got Child's Leash. While held, familiars gain a small damage multiplier. It does not say the damage multiplier, but nonetheless, that's good, because especially if you have, like, you know, Incubus, like right now, that's just a damage multiplier to your stats, so that's pretty good. I would say, depends on the damage multiplier, but I would not expect much, maybe just like a 1.2 times would be my guess. I don't know, though. Who knows? It could be anything. I need to take a hit of damage here. Well, we're probably taking a hit of damage in this room for sure. Don't get hit again, Bill. It's spikes. You know how you are with spikes. Go to boss arena. And hopefully this is good. I hope this is like HP or something. Or damage. I mean, HP damage. Safety pin. I guess I'll grab safety pin. Why not? And we'll pop this in here. Gertie. Cool. It's Shrimple. It's too easy with this man. Oh my gosh. Chill. Make a fatty. Kind of gave me some annoying bosses to avoid. And Mega Fatty's dead. Hopefully we get HP out of this. We got a coin. Alright, well, whatever. I need more keys so I can get that Mega Chest. Next up on the list, we have Purple Heart. Increased chance of champion enemies dropping, or... It says increased chance of enemies... Champion enemy spawning. Chance for champion-specific loot drops raised to 50%. Champion loot rewards are doubled. Oh, that's interesting, because that's kind of strong. That definitely gives you a better reason to do it. I think you already had a reason to really pick up Purple Heart in the first place, because champions obviously had a chance to drop the consumables. Now they're doubled, and it's a 50% higher chance? That's pretty good. That's actually really strong. Hot damn. Next up, we got Poker Chip. So this one, I didn't read because I wanted it to be a surprise, because Poker Chip before was obviously dog water. It was dog water. So let's read this. Retains its original effect of a 50-50 chance, you know, for the chest to have double rewards or hostile fly. But if the reward was an item in quality 0 or 0 to 2, the item rolls into another of higher quality. Can pull items from outside the golden chest pool. Occasionally. It just says occasionally. It doesn't say it's percent chance. Slightly increase the odds of a payout from slot machines, fortune tellers, crane games, shell games, and restock machines. So that's interesting. I wonder if that means with restock machines, it's a higher chance for it not to break too. I don't know. Who knows? I have no idea. This is unknown territory because they're a little non-specific in the patch notes, you know? Infestation 2. Killing enemy spawns blue spider makes sense. And we got My Little Unicorn. Cool. Tells you exactly what you need to know. I will obviously take Infestation 2 because it is good. Whew, this is a mouthful, guys. I mean, honestly. This is not typically how much I have to talk normally in a video. Curse Penny. Increased chance to teleport Isaac to different rooms based on the coin collected. So I assume, you know, pick up a golden penny, it's going to be a way higher chance to teleport than, you know, a normal penny. I don't think that one requires too much, like, thought. I think that one tells us what we need to know. Oh, I was stupid. I was going to try and push the heart near the entrance, but I was like, wait a minute, we're going to pick up the heart. Oh, well. So, added the effect of golden trinkets to all the ones that did not previously have golden trinket effects, which was a lot of them. So, it does not list the golden trinket effects, but given a lot of them are unique effects and basically are an additional effect on top of the normal effect, I'm gonna assume there's gonna be a lot of weird ones that we're definitely gonna need to like document. So I would wait for the Slay XC2 video, you know, wait for his video. He typically documents that stuff really quickly. Yeah, that'll be interesting. I wonder what kind of synergies we're gonna get out of that. So that's it on the trinket effects, or the trinket, I guess, changes. Now we're moving into the balance changes and stuff, and this is basically like the, this is where a lot of weird stuff happens, which I'm gonna have to like now recommit to memory in my brain because these are all different and weird now. So first on the list, obviously, added item descriptions after defeating Mom one time per save file. Items will need to have been collected one time before the description will appear. We knew this. Whatever. It sounds fine. You know, it sounds whatever. Makes sense. Okay. It's a balancing decision. That way you don't just know everything before you even touch the item for the first time ever. for new players. I think that matters. For old players who are playing a new save file, whatever, dude. You already know the items. You already know the items. It doesn't matter to you. So several double deal items now have a sacrifice spike, like I said. Instead of costing HP, there's a 50% chance on the first hit, 100% chance on the second hit. Oh, hello. Sprinkler, Dad's Coin, yada yada. Bad items, or I guess not entirely bad. I'm going to take this, and then we're going to roll that. PJs or Squeezy. I take Squeezy. And now we're maxed on the tier rate. Why are we over the tier cap? What gave us a tier cap on Breaker? What gave us a tier cap on Breaker? Something gave me uncapped fire rate. And I don't know what did it. It was one of the items. Oh, well, that doesn't matter to me. This is probably just me being stupid-brained. So, cool. We already knew that. Added a buffer to items with Glitch Crown or Soul of Isaac or Tainted Isaac. You know how it would flip between the items when you first entered the room? Now there's a buffer before it switches over for the first time, so you're not accidentally picking up the wrong item. I fall for this a lot. You know I fall for this a lot, and I end up picking the wrong item up. They fixed that. There now should be a buffer, basically, so you're like, oh, that looks good, and you go to rush and pick it up. But now, instead of flipping to the next item and you pick up the wrong item, you'll pick up the right item. Cool. I like it. That's good for me. And yes, this is telling us the right damage we get, because that's 1.14. Normally, this is a +1. So that's cool. I like that. I will take that gladly. Krampus, I'm going to love to see if it says Lump of Coal. What does Lump of Coal say? Nothing. Too spooky. This is our new item. So this has a new effect to it. Tier rate up, plus shot speed up. And Too Spooky is pretty good. Way better than Head of Krampus. So I will take it. Cool. We're going down. I like it. This is awesome. Why are we at 6 fire rate? I don't know. Why are we at 6 fire rate? I have no idea. Maybe it's in the changes and I don't know why. Does Capricorn give us it? Hold on, we can look. This is interesting. Capricorn. It doesn't say fire rate up. I don't know what gave us fire rate up, guys. Something gave me fire rate up and I'm not really too sure what. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea what did it. Fixed an issue where double angel rooms could spawn 2 of the same angels. So basically, like where, you know, there's 2 angel statues, it could spawn the same angel and could not give you the other key piece that you need, which was kind of bad. I mean, especially where you're like, it was a clutch situation, you know, it's like, oh, I got the double angel item room or a double angel room, and now I can get both key pieces in one go. I'm not going to have to, like, somehow find the other key somehow. Now, it makes sure instead of spawning 2 Uriels, it spawns a Uriel and a Gabriel. On top of that, I think they made it so now when you have Filigree Feather as well, we'll get to that change, and I'll just skip over it. When you have Filigree Feather as well, since they changed Filigree Feather, there was this problem where when it wouldn't spawn the item because it wanted to spawn the other key piece, it would spawn the key piece for you instead of the item because you already completed that angel. So it just force spawned a key piece on you. They changed that now, so now it does not prioritize key piece spawns. I don't know entirely what it means, but listen, verbatim, that's what it says, okay? I didn't personally run into the bug. I'm going off what it was documented. I'm assuming there was probably a bug related to it. I haven't really gotten to get Filigree Feathers, so. Neptunus, I think, which one do we grab? I think we grabbed Saturnus. I feel like Neptunus and Saturnus are about the same value, right? I mean, unless we get rock bottom, then obviously Neptunus is way better. Yeah, we grabbed Saturnus. I like Saturnus better. Cool. I like the descriptions for it. It looked good. So, traveling to a new floor via air rooms or Genesis will now keep the player on the alt path if they were on that route. On Downpour/Mines 2, traveling this way will bring the player back to the standard path if they haven't completed or picked up the knife piece yet. So basically, before, you guys have seen me do this too, because I'm scared of it. We are like having an I am error run. Say we have red key and we're forcing our way into I am error rooms. And we end up on like the alt floor and we're like, oh, well, I can't go to the I am error on this because we got to go to mines. Well, now if you pick up the knife piece, you can go into the I am error and it will force you into mines if you go to I am error room, as long as you've picked up the knife piece. If you haven't picked up the knife piece, it will force you back to the normal floor. I like that change. That's a very good quality of life change. It makes it so you can continue doing I am error rooms without pause, which is awesome. That's sick. I think that's super duper awesome. Tractor beam, say less. Listen, if you're just gonna keep giving me fire rate, Keep giving me fire rate. I love it. But yeah, that's an awesome change. It makes, obviously, you know, IM errors way, way better on mother runs. So, next up, added time and score display to the beast fight in daily runs. Sure, I guess it matters. I mean, when you get the beast as the daily, you probably want to know your score during the fight. It's now you can see it. You can see your time and you can see your score. Cool. I like it. I don't really do dailies, so to those who do dailies, there you go. That's a nice little change for you. Probably matters. Probably not that much, though. Isaac's heart, who cares? I'm just going to roll this. I guess I should grab this up for Spider Baby, though, right? Yeah. Next up, the beam from Brimstone plus Jello will continue for its entire duration even after the enemy is killed. So Jello would do this thing where if you had Brimstone, it would auto-fire at the enemy, right? And the second the enemy died, the Brimstone would stop. Now, I guess the Brimstone will continue to fire like a normal Brimstone even after the enemies died. Makes it a little bit better. I don't know. It probably isn't that impactful, but it's there now. It fires for longer, essentially. Cool, right? So this doesn't tell you the Super Bum transformation. That's interesting. So, did they forget? Did they forget at Tyrone? There's a transformation you're missing there, by the way. It's called the Super Bum transformation. When you get Key Bum, Bum Friend, and Demon Bum. What's his name? Dark Bum. Even I forgot his name. You get this thing called the Super Bum, and it's all the bums combined into one dude. It's whatever. I mean, it's there. I don't know. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't really do anything. Cool, though. I like it. Whatever. Remove broken glass cannon as a potential starting item for Eden. I've seen that happen. It's a little stupid. Now you can't get it. I like that, right? That's pretty awesome. We're getting a lot of HP here. This is really nice. I think that'll be a little helpful, you know what I mean? You know, that way you're not starting with an active item you can't even use as Eden. It helps a little bit. I think no bad changes so far, right? Notched Axe, Box of Friends, these all look normal, right? Duplicate. If Isaac has, yep, it even says about the Demon Baby. That's cool, I like that. Puberty, good to know. Next up, we got removed Brother Bobby and Sister Maggie from the Devil Pool and instead added Dry Baby. So that's a big buff for the Devil Pool because now instead of having some of the 2 worst items in the game, instead you now have Dry Baby, who is actually pretty damn good. I wouldn't say he's like, whoa, I got Dry Baby. Hey, a holy card. Speaking of holy cards, we're going to be talking about a massive change done to holy cards and all the holy mantle-like effects. But we'll get to that. I guess we can pop this now. Whatever. It's red. What the hell? Why the devils is it red? It's red. Wait, why is it red? I don't know why it's red. Weird. So that's cool. It's a big buff. Actually, we're already at the holy buff, the holy mantle buffs. So holy shields from different sources now stack consistently and have a unique icon, and you can see it right there. I didn't want to mention it yet because I wanted to see if you guys could notice, but since we're already here, may as well bring it up. They now have a unique icon showing where you got it from. So if you look at our Holy Mantle effect on our HP bar, that looks kind of like a holy card, right? That's because it's showing us it's from a holy card. So the priority for the Holy Mantle effect, so this will determine how it's ordered, is Wooden Crosses first, then Blanket Hit, then Holy Mantle, then Holy Card. So that's the order. The first hit, the last hit. So these all stack now. It doesn't say anything about Dogma, though. I don't know. I don't know if Dogma stacks. Maybe it doesn't. I guess we'll have to see. We'll have to learn the old-fashioned way. Tower card, who cares? But I like that. It's kind of interesting, you know. It feels like a very modded-like effect, but I think it's a good buff. Gives you more reason to stack up all the holy effects. I don't know, the shields. I don't know what you really call them. Holy mantles. I guess I grab Little Gish. Whatever. We're going down. So that is a massive buff, by the way. That's completely ludicrous as a buff. I think that's going to be super duper good. Definitely going to make characters like the Lost and Tainted Lost probably way better, because I'm assuming that's going to stack. So we got a bunch of horse pill changes. Perks horse pill will now now full heals Isaac in addition to adding the wafer effect for the room. So basically, if you pop the perks, you get the full health and you also get the wafer effect. It's cool. I mean, I like it. It's interesting. It's pretty useful if you pop that in a sac room, obviously, and I think that's what they want you to do with it. I don't really see why else you would pop a perks pill and want a full health out of it, other than maybe you just need health at the time. I don't know. Addicted horse pill now gives Isaac a broken heart. That is a massive downside to the addicted pill. The addicted horse pill, I would say. That's not the normal pill. That's the horse pill variant, you know, the big variant. So, yeah, you definitely don't want to pop that. That's bad. Very, very bad. Yeah, I am excited horse pill now applies the effect for the entire duration of the floor. Yep. So, definitely do not want to proc that on Void. You proc that on Void, your asshole is getting ripped open. Cool, though. Good to know. Ares. Oh, Ares. I missed you, my beloved. Awesome. I will gladly take Ares in this run. So, interesting. The I'm Drowsing pill now applies the effect for the current duration of the floor. Really, really good. I like that. Basically, you got Stopwatch. I mean, isn't Drowsy better than Stopwatch? So, yeah, I don't know. Better than Stopwatch. Next up, we got the Curse of the Maze pill, the horse pill one. Now adds an additional curse with each use. Not good. That's bad. I don't know if that's stacking, you know what I mean? Like, every time you use it, it's like 2 curses, then 3 curses at once, then 4 curses at once. If it is, holy fuck, don't pop that more than once. That is very, very bad for you. Very, very bad for the HP. I mean, Curse of the Unknown, Curse of the Maze, Curse of the Blind, you're just going to get hit back to back. That would be very, very bad. Very, very bad. Didn't we lose our Holy Mantle effect from the Holy card? Why is it back? Wait a minute, 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 wait a minute. Why is it back? Why is that back? That was not supposed to be back, right? We used a Holy card. I don't have Holy Mantle. Wait, what is this? I'm rereading it real quick. Holy shields from different sources now consistently stack and have a unique icon showing what source of the next shield is. Guys, why do we have the Holy card back? It's back on my HP bar. I didn't pop one, right? I'm not like, well, we got hit again. If it comes back, I don't know what to say. It came back. Guys, I think they broke the Holy card. It ain't supposed to do that. It's not. That's not a buff. That's not a buff. I mean, it's kind of a buff right now, but it's a bug. That is not supposed to do that. That is definitely not supposed to do that. Cool. Good to know. Hey, guys, I'm just saying, you pop a Holy card once, you got Holy Mantle for the run. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, tainted lost enjoyers. Use that while you can if you're having problems with tainted loss. Okay, cool. You guys hear that effect? What is that creepy ass noise? Oh, I don't know what that is. That's spooky. Let's go on to the next pill. Telepill horse pill now guarantees a teleport to a special room. Which, okay, sure, why not? I don't see why not. Sounds good. I wonder what it all clarifies as special rooms. Does that also count secret rooms, super secret rooms, ultra super secret rooms? I don't know. Obviously treasure rooms and shops and stuff, but depends what it considers. So I guess we have Holy Mantle for the run because we popped the Holy card once. Interesting bug. Grab Polaroid. Go in here. And we got, so that's cool. You can see the spikes are under for the next item. So Sanguine Bond is now a sack hit. That's interesting. I think that's worth. We didn't get it. Oh, wait. No, that's the Holy card. We have Holy Mantle anyway, so it doesn't matter. We're doing this. You guys see that? You guys see what just happened? So we went for the Sanguine Bond, and it gave me another item because the other item was an HP item. That's interesting. Good to know. I was wondering if that was going to give me Sin Robes for free or not. It did not. That's very, very interesting. Okay. That's cool. Because that could be any item. Huh. That's very, very interesting. I don't know the entire use case for that, but it is good. We have a Holy Mantle effect, so I'm not really scared on this next 4. We're going down. So Gulp Horse Pill. Now gulps the golden version of your currently held trinket. So when you gulp, like, say I just have normal cancer, I gulp it with a horse pill gulp, it now turns into golden cancer, which will be a +4 tear rate up. Very, very good. Or a +4 fire rate up, which obviously is very, very fucking good. Yeah. Or a +2. It's not a +2 on default. It's +2 on golden. Sorry, I was thinking ahead of it. I'm stupid. It'd be a +2. +2 fire rate up. +4 fire rate up is insane. Haglaw's rune now destroys stone fatty, stone turrets, and many stone-based enemies. If it also breaks the armor of many others, including hosts and knights. So like host tats, it would break their head, which that's interesting. Definitely gonna have to think about using it like consciously because I'm definitely not gonna remember that. But good to know. That's a nice little buff to Haglaw's. Gives you a kind of offensive value to it. It's cool. I like it. I want to hit this. Ugh. I'm trying to hit it. I'm trying to hit it as best as I can. What is that card? It is an Emperor card. I will pop that and go straight to the bossy. Matriarch. Hello, Matriarch. I'm going to absolutely delete you right now. And you are dead, my good ma'am. Definitely take Placenta as opposed to the other. Magic Scab's good for the luck up, but I would rather have Placenta. Next up, we got Healing with Coins as Keeper and Tainted Keeper now contributes to Immaculate Conception, which that's a really good buff for it, but it still is just going to give you Seraphim, so it's nice that it works now. Before it didn't work. That's why I would always, like, not care. I'd be like, oh, Immaculate Conception is Tainted Keeper. You shouldn't have. How nice. Now, you know, it actually works, so, hey, it's, you know, it's nice, I guess. I like free Seraphim. It'd be very easy to get it, too. You're going to heal so quickly with it, so. Monstro again. What the heck, man? Is it just a 4 of Monstros? Next up. So, using Potato Peeler while having Ball of Bandages will now contribute to the Bandage Girl transformation as opposed to Super Meat Boy. So, if you have a Ball of Bandages, it's going to evolve her to Super Bandage Girl instead of just giving you a Mute Cube first. Basically saves you a step. It's nice. I think that's a good change. Nice little quality of life change. Next up, we got the Parasite now interacts with Tech X, which I am very interested to see the synergy because it sounds powerful. It's Parasite, it's Tech X. Listen, now that it works, I'm assuming it's going to fire out 2 smaller Tech X orbs when it hits anything like a wall or an enemy, which that's pretty good. Golden Hearts now explode into coins as soon as they are touched by the Lost and Tainted Lost, meaning now you actually get value out of those as Tainted Lost and Lost. I think before when you died, like actually died, they would break, but you didn't really typically have respawn, so it didn't matter. So it's nice. It's a good change. I think that's super useful. Makes it so you can actually get the, you know, value out of the golden heart instead of, oh, it's like, oh, I got a golden heart. How sick. Wow. You know, great. Let me scroll down here on the old patch notes here. The old patch notes. All right, so I hope my cursor, by the way, has not been in the way at all because I am actually moving my mouse around for an episode. Items touched in the Ultra Super Secret Room with Tainted Cane will now guarantee 1 cracked key on pickup. It has, I guess I never questioned this, but do cracked keys give you an Ultra Super Secret Room pool item? I would assume they, I guess, do based on the wording of that. I never personally went out of my way to, you know, absorb a cracked key as Tainted Cane, so I don't know. I'm guessing that is a yes to that answer, though. Kill this ma'am. So that's cool. I mean, sounds useful. I got no complaints about it. Empty vessel, hell yes. Say less. Say less. I need to know less. Guppy's Eye. Grabbing Guppy's Eye is a good idea. And now we have Empty Vessel proccing. And we are going up. Whoa, new sound effect. Do you guys hear that? A little, what the hell was that? It sounded like a fantasy game. I guess this is kind of a fantasy game. Tainted Bethany can now collect and store Rotten Hearts for use with active items. So before she was not able to, now she can use Rotten Hearts as her HP source for her, you know, active items. Cool. Sounds epic. Gives, you know, it's a buff for her essentially. Guppy's Eye, I've missed you. I have not had you in my save file 3. I'm so glad I have you again. Added a new transformation, Necromancer. So we haven't seen an item yet that has Necromancer. I'm very curious to see what the fuck Necromancer is, first and foremost. And also, actually, have we seen Did Book of the Dead have it? No, that was Bookworm, wasn't it? Yeah, I only remember there being one on there. I don't know why I looked through there. So it wasn't... Book of the Dead didn't have it. You'd think that would be like part of the Necromancer. What is Necromancer? Interesting. This is a little secret right now, I guess. If you guys have found Necromancer at all, if I haven't found it by the end of the run, let me know. Sounds interesting, though. It definitely... I have no idea. I have no idea what the transformation is going to entail or anything like that. Added a wave counter to boss rush, so I didn't get to see it, but there's a wave counter now. You don't need the wave counter mod anymore, Bill. I guess I can uninstall that. Cool. I'm sorry, mod creator. It was a very valuable mod. I appreciate your mod. Life moves on. Society has advanced. Added a slightly longer windup before Camillo Jr. attacks. I don't remember who Camillo Jr. is, but I'm assuming that's the motherfucking mini pins, isn't it? That's probably the mini pins. I don't know their name. I would not bother to remember their trashy ass name, but I'm assuming that's who it is. I don't know. It might be. I have no idea. I'm just assuming. I'm memeing. I'm assuming that's who it is. Online games will now dynamically adjust the cost of devil deals for the player nearest to the item. I've seen this a couple times where another player can't steal the devil item because it's using another person's high HP value and you can't take it at all and it won't switch. Now, whoever is closest to the devil items, it'll switch to match their HP value. So you can actually take it no matter what, just like the normal game. Replace the Wednesday Delirium daily run end goal with a random end goal and character. Cool. Added clicker back into the daily run pools. Cool. Why was it removed? I don't know. Remove the score counter for non-daily runs. So, yeah, I didn't want to bring this up. I brought this up in the Discord. I was like, they killed the score counter. There's no score counter at the top in case you didn't notice. They removed it. Why? I don't know. Tyrone, please add it back. I like to see my score. I don't know. It's like a small thing to me. It costs nothing to be there. Please. Permanently charmed enemies from Friendly Ball and Pheromone's Horse Pill now award score when converted. Okay, cool. I guess. If a player disconnects in the middle of a daily run, they will now receive score up to the last completed fort instead of a 0 score. Adjusted the chances of a daily run end goals on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday to be... There's a bunch of things. Look at the patch notes. They'll be in the description. There's a bunch of things. Look at your own. Listen, I don't care about dailies. A lot of bug fixes here. The bug fixes, a lot of them aren't, like, super crazy, but some of them are. So some of them are crazy. First one is Tainted Cane had a bug where if you... what was it? Rerolling with Tainted Cane would cause all his items to turn into breakfast, and that is no longer a thing, so that's fixed. No longer will you be trapped with breakfast, I guess. I think I recall this happening once, but I don't remember the exact conditions of it happening. So, there you go. That's fixed. Tainted Cane. Tainted Cane buffs. Exactly what he needed. Isaac, you're dead. Added Lazy Worm to thematic payouts from Wyrn bosses, so basically, I'm pretty sure that... Chest sound. Weird. Basically from like pin and stuff, I would assume, is now a thing you can get. Cool. I like it. Dad's key, we could fight Satan, I guess. Or I could get Sci-Fi. We can go to Delirium anyway. Doesn't matter. I don't need to fight Satan. Who cares about Satan? Swarm? I grab it for Beelzebub. And we could hit D4 here. I could hit D4. That's a bad idea. But I will do it at the end of the 4. Because I don't really care if I win or lose this run. Cool. I like it. Beelzebub. Awesome. Epic. Open this guy. Acid Baby. You like to see it. Next up, we got Fix an issue where Rockgut was able to spawn his thematic drop. I don't know what his thematic drop is, but it's probably Rotten Heart or some shit. I don't know. Fix an issue where the flesh door would remain open during the alt path to Mom's door fight. Or the Mom's heart door fight. You know, that thing. Cool. Fix an issue where Glowing Hourglass could duplicate Blood Puppy. I never seen this happen, but cool. Whatever. Sir, please don't touch me. You're making me nervous. I need an item to roll. Fixed an issue where Baptism by Fire and Bloody Mary challenges were starting with Book of Virtues. Is that a bug that I was, like, encountering? I don't know. I have no idea. But it's fixed now, so you won't. So, cool. Fix an issue where Fisher enemies could despawn on uncleared rooms. I don't know who the Fisher enemies were, but I'm assuming it's those little, like, pulp things, the things I call pulp. Like the red things that shoot out tears and stuff. And the white ones that shoot out spiders. I think those are Fishers. I don't know. I don't know the actual enemy names in this game. I just call them, like, nicknames that pop in my head. Cool, this guy's dead. Next up, we got This is the filigree feather one. Fixed a issue where filigree feather would prioritize key piece drops. A key piece will only drop if the player already has the other piece collected without filigree feather. So makes so you know it's not prioritizing key piece drops. Cool, whatever. Personally, I never get filigree feather anymore, so who cares, right? I'm just joking. What are we on? Sorry, I'm getting like dyslexia right now looking at this. Fixed an issue where using Book of Virtues between active item pickups would give infinite free whisk. I did not know this was a thing. Why did nobody tell me this? That sounds funny to do at least once. What? You can get free whisk that way? Oh, with... I see. I see. I see how you would do it, too. Okay. Well, I assume you were going to use it with, like, an item that doesn't have a charge, so you could spam it. I'll grab this. Why not? Sounds funny. Tractor beam, obviously making this the GOAT. Kill all these lads. Coin. It's a sticky nickel. God dang it. But I get stats from it. Fixed a crash that could occur when Genesis was used during Death Certificate. I think I've had this happen once before. Which, cool. Crash bug fix. We like to see it. We enjoy not crashing in the Binding of Isaac. Next up, we got... Fixed an issue where using Glowing Hourglass and Downpour 1 would teleport the player to home. That was a thing? Wait, what? Is it because Downpour 1 is technically the first floor after that point? So it's like, hey, you use that, you're technically teleporting to home because it's the first floor? Just like you know you would normally in the normal game. Because if you ever got Glowing Hourglass somehow in the very first room, usually you spawn it in, on like basement 1, you could use it and teleport to home immediately. Which, you know, obviously weird, but the only times that would ever happen is if like you had Eden and you spawned in with it. Blood bombs, who cares? I don't care about no blood bombs. Fixed an issue where items granted to Esau when using Soul of Jacob and Esau were removed from future item pools. I do recall that being a thing. Yeah, that's annoying. Fixed an issue where boss rush could prematurely close on home daily runs. I never encountered it because I don't do daily runs. Fixed an issue with charged items not firing with Epiphora. I don't recall this being a thing, but I'm glad it's fixed. Obviously it was a thing because they fixed it. Fixed an issue where Spectral Tears could cause Bob's Rotten Head to bounce off walls. I do remember that. It was very annoying. Fixed an issue where Star of Bethlehem would significantly speed up its pathing while the player is in and off. You motherfuckers. I'm mad now. Hey, hold on. Wait a minute. Rant time. One of you. I was telling you guys. I swear Star of Bethlehem is going super fast or teleporting when I'm out of the rooms. And it is. This is confirmation. I didn't read this. I'm mad. One of you guys yelled at me. You made fun of me. You're like, yeah, Bill, it uses shortcuts and stuff. And I'm like, yes, I know it goes through secret rooms. It's going way faster than it's supposed to because it's like 10 rooms ahead of me. You lied to me. I knew I wasn't crazy. I think eyes twitching. I'm right about the quality 4 thing, too. You know what I'm talking about. The guy who made fun of me. I'm joking. Back to the topic. Fixed an issue where Belly Jelly and Conehead could prevent the on-damage effects from triggering from, like, Doll Razor and stuff. Cool. Makes sense. I don't think I ever, like, personally, consciously ran into that, but I probably did run into that. I was just like, why didn't that proc? Why didn't that proc? I don't know. Fixed an issue where Black Maw was not charging to the right correctly? What the hell? I don't know. Weird. Glad it's fixed. Cool. Fixed an issue where the maze pill could prevent the chest from appearing after defeating Satan and Ultra Hard. Oh my god, I remember that. Oh my god, that happened to me. I remember that happening. Holy shit, I remember that happening. Dude, I was so mad because I was like, where's the chest? And this happened on stream. Dude, oh my god. That made me so mad when that happened. Okay, makes sense. Fixed an issue where killing Greed could remove Coupon and Head of Keeper from future pools. I didn't know that was a thing. That's annoying, though. That might explain a lot, though, why I never saw them after killing Greed and getting something. Fixed a bomb exploit that allowed the first phase of Dogma to be skipped. I think I know what that is. I seen a video on that, I believe. Worm Friend, Chemical Peel. I will take Worm Friend. I enjoy the lad. Fixed or added a time delay between sound effects of Little Chub and Big Chub and Little Hunt. Thank God. It was so annoying. We had Big Chub recently, and it was so annoying. The sounds are a little annoying, guys. I mean, like, some of them are fine, but maybe they should just be quieter. I think that would fix a lot of the issues, because some of them are really fucking annoying. Just hearing, like, them go off repeatedly, nonstop. I'm glad there's a delay now. Fixed an issue where consumable pop-ups were miniaturized when holding Found Soul. I brought this up when Repentance Plus first came out. I was like, for some reason, when you hold Found Soul, it gives you the online HUD. I remember that, yeah. It's really weird. I don't know why. I guess it was considering it another player. That's how they had it coded. Fixed an issue where the game sounds would not correctly switch when the item output device changed. Never had the issue, but cool that it's fixed. Scrolling down real quick. Hold on. Okay, so Suplex no longer works on fireplaces or during Mega Mush, preventing soft locks and unintended damage. Cool. Fix an issue where camo undies would not come out of stealth when using mouse controls. I never use mouse controls because I am not a coward. Use the keyboard controls. It's how the real Isaac players play. I'm joking. Use mouse controls if you want. Real cowards use mouse controls. I use keyboard controls. Fixed an issue where Eye of the Occult tiers would not travel to the cursor when using mouse controls. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. It seems like there's a lot of mouse control issues. Fixed an issue where flies from Beelzebub could be farmed for infinite daily run points. That would explain a lot on the leaderboard. They're gonna have to fix the holy card here too. Bro, I'm breezing through this run because I have holy mantle. Fixed an issue where Keeper would lose his birthright effect after mom's chase? The mom shadow chase? What the hell? No, that sucks. Oh no, the normal Keeper? Oh my God. Fixed an issue where Tainted Jacob could not be damaged by copies of Dark Esau from Birthright? Was that a thing? I swear the other guy was damaging me occasionally. I don't know, that's weird. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was getting out, maybe it was ways, oh no. Amnesia. Come on, man, not on this floor. Fixed an issue where Camilla Jr. would fire from off-screen in greed mode. So Camilla Jr. is not the many pins in, right? Okay, so what the hell's Camilla Jr.? Camilla Jr. Fires off-screen in greed mode. In greed mode. In greed mode. In greed mode. Who is that? I don't know. Who is that? Is it a boss? It's gotta be a boss, right? Heartbreak. I guess I could take Heartbreak. No, it's a bad idea. I could take Heartbreak. I could take Heartbreak. I could take Heartbreak. Do it. Emperor, do it. Let's see what it does. Oh. I've never popped Reverse Emperor on this floor, so I didn't know what was gonna happen. I'm gonna be real with you. Free damage. Fixed an issue where wavy cap tiers could be kept and distortion effects could be removed by exiting and continuing the run. I knew about this bug. Yeah, I knew about the bug. I didn't like to do it because it was basically you're just cheating on the tier rate. Fixed an issue where Bumbo's evolution would reset after the mom chase. That's annoying. That would be super annoying. Fixed an issue where ice shards from frozen enemies could freeze and damage friendly monsters. Really? Well, that's stupid. Fixed an issue where crawl spaces could spawn during the mother chase and causing potential soft locks. Yeah, I warned about this one time when we saw one in the mom chase. I was like, we're not going in that because that will soft lock your game. Yeah, they fixed it though, so they won't spawn anymore. So it will never be a problem, hopefully. Super bandage, I will take. And next up we got fixed an issue where dead zone in the center of red poops was not triggering damage. That's weird. So there's a dead stone in the middle of the red poops and they would not hurt you. Huh, that's weird. Cool though, that's fixed. Oh, hell yeah, 0.01 tier rate up. Yeah, we're so strong now. I mainly wanted it for the HP. Fixed an issue where Constellation Price would always drop a bomb when playing as Tainted. I knew that one. As Tainted Blue Baby. Because he doesn't have bombs. So it would always give you a bomb because it was your least amount of consumable. And then, obviously, you know, couldn't do anything because he doesn't use bombs. Cool. Awesome. Fixed an issue when losing an Eternal Heart while the player has heads or rotten hearts resulted in taking extra half-hearted damage. That's weird. I might have had that happen to me once. I don't know. Fix an issue where Dreamcatcher could display the incorrect treasure room items in the alt path when combined with some other items. That's weird. Fix an issue where copies of Dark Esau beyond the first were not doing damage to Tainted Jacob. I think that's just a repeat of what I already said earlier, right? What? Fix an issue that allowed Keeper and Tainted Keeper to gain infinite health with Mother's Kiss Trinket. I would assume Blood Machine or something. You would drop hearts when you get hit, and then Mom's Kiss gave you enough HP to let you do it infinitely, I guess. Fix an issue where exiting continuing would remove the I am excited effect. Yeah, I knew about that. Fix an issue where using Soul of Cain in the mirror room would break the mirror. Really? That's one way to find out about that. Okay, we're almost at the end here. Kind of fitting for the run too, because we're almost at the end here too. Fixed an issue where a crawl space would not spawn under certain rocks. Guys, we had a hush fight recently where we had Dogtooth and it went off in the room. I broke all the rocks in the room and there was no crawl space. That might have been that. That might have been that. Huh. Weird. Fixed an issue where glowing hourglass would not refund a teleport card if used to undo that teleport. Weird. Cool though, that's fixed. Fixed an issue where Bethany's starting Book of Virtue was not contributing to the Bookworm transformation. Low-key, I thought that was intended. Okay. Fixed an issue where Tainted Lazarus could respawn as another character on death and lose story items if they were held by the other Lazarus half. Interesting. I don't think I had that happen, but damn, that would be super annoying for that to happen. Fixed an issue where tech items would not break open secret rooms with Terra or sulfuric acid, like Tech X and technology. Yeah. Well-known thing. I think everybody knows about that. Now we'll break it open. So cool. It's a little buff, basically. Sir, can you please show your head? Fixed an issue where collecting a Bone Heart could remove charges from Alabaster's box? What? What the hell? Why? Why would that happen? What? I don't even know. What in the spaghetti code hell was happening there with Alabaster's box? That's weird. Good it's fixed. Maybe I've had that happen before. Who knows? Fix an issue where Bloaty's creep attack could hit flying characters. Bloaty? Are you talking about Bloat? I don't know who Bloaty is. Oh, is it the downpour guys who fire out the creep? They like puke it out. Yeah, they could hit you while flying. I thought that was intentional. I guess it wasn't. Fixed an issue where playing a blood donation machine with swallowed M80 Trinket would not cause the machine to be destroyed when Isaac explodes. Damn. Fixed an issue where using glowing hourglass immediately after taking Dad's note resulted in a soft lock. Yeah, I knew about that one. So that's all the changes. That was a mouthful, guys. As you can see, we found a bug already. It is good old-fashioned holy card here, giving you Holy Mantle. Play your Tainted Lost runs while you can, guys. It's an awesome bug if you're having a hard time with that. Chariot card I will grab. So that was it. It's a big update. It's a big update. I like it. There's a lot of good changes in there. This is very, very good looking across the board. I personally have no complaints across any of these changes. While in the first Repentance Plus changes, I definitely had some complaints. But here, these were all really, really good across the board. I mean, honestly, they're all really decent. Definitely no complaints. I like that. The golden trinkets, we're going to have to see. I would, again, just wait for Slay's video. He will probably get on that, and he's probably going to pump it out, and it's going to be a lot of stuff, because there's a lot of trinkets in the game. How many trinkets are there? Isn't there like 110 or something? I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot. Maybe there's more. I have no idea. How many trinkets are in the game? There's a lot. And maybe like a few dozen of them, maybe, I might be exaggerating it, had golden trinket effects. So, yeah. A lot of changes. And internal item descriptions is super cool. I don't really see any big problems with it. I mean, other than it not showing some details, but who cares? Honestly, it's going to help out console players a lot. I think if you complain about this to complain about it, why? it's good that it's there. You can still use external item descriptions. I assure you that mod will continue to exist because it does things that, you know, internal doesn't. So nothing's getting hurt here. It's only helping players. I don't know. I can just already hear people complaining about it. I saw people whining about internal item descriptions on the subreddit before it was even out. So, and it was like things like, oh, the opacity on the, you know, the background. Edmund already confirmed you could turn that off. And then some people being like, well, it's going to be useless because it doesn't show all the information. Because you could already see that in Tyrone's video. It's still useful. Obviously, console players don't have any item description. So, like, it's good. It's good. It's definitely it's a very good quality of life update. No complaints here. I like it. It's a solid update. I mean, it's good. I think it's honestly better than Repentance Plus update. Call me crazy. Eye drops. Oh, what's the eye drops say? Let's see if it tells us the exact multiplier. I'm a little curious. Yes, it does. Increases fire rate from Isaac's left eye by 28%. Kill. 0.42 tear rate up. Awesome. That's good to know. Yeah. It's worded actually a little bit differently from external item descriptions, isn't it? Because external item descriptions gives you the average, does it not? I think it does. Well, that one tells you it's the left eye. Where the heck is the boss room, by the way? Call me crazy? Not there. We were already there. Where the heck's the boss room? Oh, why'd we have to grab the amnesia pill, Bill? Oh. Why'd you do this, Bill? This is so stupid of us. I was just like, oh, let's pop random pills. That's a good idea. Here we are, suffering. We didn't get a golden trinket in this run, which makes me a little sad, but that's okay. You can actually force spawn in trinkets that are golden in the console command somehow. I don't really remember how you do it, but there is a way to do it. And you can force them by entering, like, I think you just enter a specific number before you enter the normal number to the trinket when you spawn it in. I don't know. I'm just going to wait for Slay's video because he formats them really good. He makes good content. Go down here, maybe? Where the heck am I going? Where the heck am I going? I don't know where I'm going, guys. Dude, this is a nightmare. This is like the best finale you could ask for, right? Amnesia on the Void. Edmund, where's the Void rework? That's what the community... No, I'm joking. That's something the subreddit would really complain about, though. They'd be like, oh, okay, this is all cool and stuff, but where's the Void rework? And it's like, bro, what? I know what that noise is now. That's telling you that's the boss room. The other rooms didn't have the noise. You hear that noise? It's like in our right ear, if you have, like, you know, headphones on. That's a boss room noise. Does this indicate where Delirium is now? Because that wasn't near the other doors. Because that is Delirium, I mean. Holy shit. Delirium, can you get within line of sight? I probably should have waited for you to go in the big form. Happens to the best of us. I can't even hit the lad. This sucked. That was bad use of reverse chariot. I should have waited till he was in big form. We probably would have bursted him down in one go. I mean, we're bursting him down anyways. It doesn't really matter. But here, like, we used it, we would have fucking killed him. For sure. For sure. Dude, he's just sitting there. He's taking it. I do like that the Holy Card is broken right now. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe that happened. I didn't even realize at first that we got it back, and then I was like, wait a minute. We just have the Holy Card on repeat. Tainted Lost runs just got infinitely easier. Sir, I need you to die. No spawning stuff. Okay, you are dead, my good sir. Yes, you're dead. Please just die. Thank you. Okay. Guys, big update. Play it. It's awesome. If you're on PC. On console, it's coming. I don't know when. I don't know when. Ask Tyrone. Ask Edmund. I don't know. Very cool. Chest sound. Weird. They didn't bring up any of the new sound effects in the patch notes, but obviously there's going to be other changes that aren't in the patch notes because, I don't know, they don't mention it. They don't mention everything. They never mention everything. But there's a Necromancer transformation. We'll have to find that. I don't know. We'll have to find that. Very cool. I like it. It's awesome. You do get a new achievement. There is a 641 achievements now to the game. Can Can I see it here? Yeah. Okay, secret 641. The new achievement is getting internal item descriptions unlocked. So go get yourself a new achievement if you already have Dead God. I don't know, just for the flex. That way you have your 100% on Steam. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode, and I hope you enjoyed my little rant, or not rant, my yapping about the patch notes. And I will see you guys on the next one.